Hi crafty friends, it's Donna here. Today I have a beautiful soft card to share with you. Many of you all know me by now, but I'm an Australian living and crafting in Tokyo. Let's get on with the card, shall we? The focal point for today's card is the Feather Trio die from Paper Rose. I want to make a beautiful watercolour background to cut these feathers out from. I'm going to use Distress Oxides to do this because they'll give me a beautiful, soft, chalky effect. I'm just smushing a little bit of each of these colours onto some scrap packaging to use as a palette. The paper I've got here is Fabriano Artistico Extra White. And rather than just colour up the whole paper, I'm going to actually think about each feather and lay the colours where I want them. So what I'm doing first is painting with water. Then I can pick up little bits of each colour and drop them in where I want. You'll see me come backwards and forwards with the die a few times, just to make sure that I've covered enough of the paper and that I'm not going to have a white outline. As always, I'll start the demonstration in real time and then I'll speed the video up once it's obvious what I'm doing. These colours go on quite vibrant, but they fade a lot as they dry, and so I'm going to end up with a beautiful soft effect despite using such bold colours. Watercolours always look so beautiful when allowed to air dry. But I haven't got time for that. So I'm just going to hit this very quickly with my heat tool and sacrifice a little bit of flow for the ease of being able to get on with my card. Next I'm going to take this and run it through my die cutting machine. I always have a metal shim as one of the layers of my machine when I'm cutting out dies like this that have so many intricate little bits, especially when I'm using a thicker paper like this watercolour paper. For the background, I've got a little bit of tumbled glass Distress Oxide. The speckled egg that I used for the feathers would have also been an excellent choice, but we're currently packing, and in amongst all of the boxes, I'm not exactly sure where it was that day. I want this to be really, really pale, so I'm actually going in here and there with some paper towel as well as drying it off. These feathers are really intricate, and I don't need a busy background that's going to distract us all, but I thought a little bit of something would be nice. Once that panel is all done and dried, I'm going to cut it out using Paper Rose's Stitched Rectangles USA dies, and then work on some sentiments. I have a die in my stash called Banners and Stars, and it just is the perfect height of banner for what I wanted today. The sentiment Best Wishes comes from a tulip stamp set that I've used quite a lot. I'll link here to a video that I've made using that stamp set. I use the tulips a lot, but also I really love this plain font, and it has quite a few different sentiments that I use a lot. often audition different sentiments. In the end, the white embossed sentiment on brown cardstock won for me, but who knows what you would have chosen. I want the feathers to stand up and have a little bit of dimension from the card, but I most certainly do not want to cut 1 million teeny tiny pieces of foam tape. And so the best way to pop up something so intricate is to cut a couple more from plain card, in this case a piece of old cardstock that had got a bit bent, and layer that up. So each of these feathers in the end is 3 layers high, 2 layers of white card followed by my watercoloured layer on top. Lastly, it's just a matter of popping down that sentiment. I've got a little bit of foam tape on one end where it's going to sit off the feathers, and the rest is just glued down. And I'll pop something heavy on that to keep it all flat. I'll leave you with some pictures, nice and close up, of the beautiful, beautiful soft colours that we were able to achieve. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like some more, then feel free to subscribe and also to press the thumbs up and let me know that you've enjoyed the video. Stay safe, everybody.